when you are required to factorize, always start with the common factor. Try and get the common factor out first. After that, you can then take a look at the various techniques, such as, for instance, the difference of squares, which will look something like this, where you've got a square, and a minus. Or it could be that you have a trinomial, which is x squared plus, let's say, 3x minus 4. So you've got something x squared, something x to the power of 1, and something right at the end. That is a trinomial. But you need to start with the common factor if at all possible. Now remember, the common factor has different variations as well, because it can lead, for instance, to a first step in some kind of factorization that will then lead in a second step to any of those, or it could be leading to grouping, or it could actually be required to swap terms inside a bracket around. You just need to remember to start with the common factor first, and then, if necessary, apply the common factor to any of the other techniques that you see. And if it's possible, then obviously you'll be able to go even further with that specific technique, the difference of squares or a trinomial, after the common factor. But you need to always remember this idea of taking out a common factor whenever possible first. And you need to have a technique. That's very important. You don't just look at it and do it in your head unless you can do that. If you're still working with, coming to grips with the idea of factorization, it's very important that you will get a technique, a solid technique that you can use for common factor or taking out the common factor.